Good morning and welcome to this morning's flow. Today we're going to start with a cervical nod and begin by laying down on the mat, keeping our legs nice and loose. Just pull those feet in and find your hip width. Hands by your ears, and I want you to pull that neck, pull your head away from your shoulders, stretching out your neck, slightly tuck the chin. Practicing your breathing. On the next breath out, tuck chin, lift head, keep shoulders on the mat. Hold to breathe in, exhale, slowly coming down, keeping the length in the neck. Breathe in and out, lift. So always keeping neck long, chin tucked, slowly coming down, neck long, untucking the chin, and one more. Beautiful. Placing the hands by your side. Keeping a nice right angle in your knees as you lift them above your hips. Nice tabletop position here. Right angle through the ankles, knees and hips. Imagining there's a bowl of water on your shins. You don't want to spill any. Keeping the hips stable. Lower one thigh to the ground, touch lightly and come back up. Exhale on the way down. Breathe in on the way up. Breathe out on the way down. And in on the way up. Single leg folds. One more on each side. Keeping that curve through the lower spine. And slowly returning feet to the mat. Hands by the head. Going back into the cervical nod, but bringing your chest up a little bit into an abdominal prep. On the breath out, tuck chin, lift through the head, and then the shoulders coming up. On the breath out, slowly rolling back down. Mid-back shoulders, keeping the length in the neck. Finally, the head untucks. On the breath out, repeat. One more. Nice and smooth on the way up. Excellent. Placing the hands by the side. Keeping those feet hip width apart. On the breath out, we're going to roll the pelvis. Imagining it's like a cog. Keeping a nice neutral position in the spine. And going into our hip bridge by pushing our hips up to the roof. With me, 1, 2, 3, breathe out, tuck the pelvis, push up, holding at the top, nice smooth line through the shoulders, hips and knees. Breathe in, on the breath out, slowly coming down, feeling your spine meeting the mat, one vertebra at a time. Lastly, untucking the pelvis, rolling it back down. Breathing in and out to repeat. Roll forward, lift up. Keeping those hips nice and stable as you lift. And on the way back down. One more time. Breathe out. Roll hips forward and lift. and on the way back down with control, nice and smooth and stable. Beautiful, excellent. Pull both knees into the chest, lift the chest up to meet the knees and thighs. Place hands on ankles, keep legs together, focus on that lateral breathing, lift chest to knees, pull knees to chest. Just stay here for a moment. You should be curling in, abs should be engaged, stretching out the lower back and the glutes a little bit. Breathing out, extending one leg, placing the free hand on the knee, breathing out to switch, placing the opposite hand on the knee, other hand on the ankle and switch, pulling that knee into the middle of the chest and switch, lifting that chest to the knee, switch and switch. Pull both legs in, feet to the ground, slowly rolling down, keeping those legs together, hands out to the side, and lifting your knees above the hips. Again, let's get that right angle, a nice L shape through the joints. Spine twist on the breath out, roll spine to one side, look in the opposite direction. Breathing out, coming up to center. When you get to the halfway, breathe back in, roll to the opposite side, breathing out. Coming all the way over. One final time on each side. And up to center. Beautiful. Feet back down on the ground, coming onto one side, into a side lay position. You can rest your head on your arm, or rest your head in your hand. Free hand placed right underneath your chest, fingertips on the ground, and palms just lifting lightly. This hand is for support, just to help with stability in our core. However, we want to keep our hips stacked over each other. So one hip over the other, shoulders should be the same, stacked. Extending that top leg, extending that bottom leg to meet. With legs extended, just bring them a step and a half in front of you. We're going for a single leg kick. Lift the top leg so it's parallel to the ground and flex the foot. On the breath out, we're sweeping that leg forward, keeping it hip width and level to the ground, and bringing it back as you point the toe, feeling a little bit of a stretch in the front of the thighs and the glutes. Flex and kick, point and bring back, keeping those hips level to stop them from rolling, engaging the core. Last time, pull back and grab the top of the ankle, get a little bit of a stretch. So the idea is you want to keep your hips from rolling and keep your shoulders from rolling. You want to stay nice and centered. Bring your leg back to the middle. Bring it up again, hip level. And we're going for a leg lift. Foot flexed. 3, 2, 1. Breathing out and lift. Keeping those toes and that foot facing forward and down. And lift and down, keeping this fixed as you lift and coming back down and resting. Sweep that leg forward, stretch out the glutes a little bit. From here we'll be going into a single leg circle. So we're going to imagine the toes are pointed, sorry, we're going to point the toes, legs nice and straight. Imagine the toes are like a paintbrush. So as you extend that leg, point the toes, and again we're keeping this nice smooth line through the leg to the shoulders, and we're drawing 3 little circles. 1, 2, let's go for 5, 3, 2 more, 4, 5, and hold, retracing the circles in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, final 1, 5, beautiful, and bend the knee, stretch out that thigh. The important thing in any of these side laying positions is to always keep the hips and the torso stable, so there's no rotation through the spine. The core is keeping everything nice and firm, and you always keep your alignment. Extending both legs, rolling onto your front, placing your hands underneath the shoulders, elbows tucked in, pointed feet, and you want your forehead on the mat, chin tucked. Pull the belly button into the spine, and roll the hips forward slightly. Feel the abs brace. On the breath out, we're pushing hands and palms into the ground, lifting the chest, driving the elbows back, just coming up as far as you can comfortably go, keeping that nice line through the neck, hips stay on the mat. On the next breath out, slowly coming back down. All the way, breathe in and out to lift, driving the elbows back, stretching out those abs. And coming down on the breath out. Breathing in, we're coming up again. Coming up a little bit further this time. And down. Next time we come down, place your head on your hands and just rest. We're going into a 3/4 Pilates press up now. We're following the same steps as our abdominal stretch just there. However, we're going to bring the hips and the chest up off the ground nice and smooth at the same time. Prepare yourselves, brace abs, push through palms on the breath out, drive elbows back, and lift chest and hips smoothly coming up, keeping a nice smooth line through the spine. Breathing out and coming down with control. Breathe in and out to lift. And down. Keeping the hips rolled and the abs braced. One more time. And lift, drive elbows back. And down. Final time. Doing really good. Excellent. Rest your head in your hand. Beautiful. So bringing our hands behind our back, interlacing the fingers, forehead on the mat, legs together. Pull the belly button in, tuck the pelvis just slightly, and as you breathe out, lift that chest, push the arms back, press those thighs into the ground, and slowly come back down, bringing the hands up into the small of your back. Single leg stretch, pull one leg back twice and kick, kick, and down, opposite side, kick, kick, and down. Breathing out, lift chest, stretch out those arms, and down. Single leg, kick twice, keeping those abs tight. One more time, breathe out and lift, and down. Final kicks. Stretching out the front of those legs. Beautiful. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Shift the weight back onto your heels. Roll the hips underneath you slightly. Just hold this stretch for a moment and relax. Just focusing on the breath and relaxing into the stretch. Just thinking about everything we're grateful for this morning. And how, looking at the day ahead, we're going to make it a success. On the next breath out, slowly come up onto your knees. Well done. I'll see you all again soon.